On today's episode of Farming with the Browns, we're hanging a TV, just like our ancestors. Ooh, looky here, one of our Christmas gifts from our friends at Londonderry Buildings.
Where are you gonna put that?
Probably gonna put it somewhere in here or somewhere in there. I don't know.
Right, where do we want the TV?
Well, I think we're 30 seconds into this video and we're changing plans already. I bought the wrong TV mount, so we're gonna take that back. Wanted one like we got here because this one angles and tilts. Now we're gonna put together this mirror.
Probably the screws.
It's a nice shirt you got on there, Mason.
She looks a little scratched up.
You hope.
It's got a shipping film. What?
You hope.
Maybe it just needs wiped off. Whoa! Parts box.
Hey. Look at you. Is this the bottom of the mirror?
Oh, is that?
It looks for me.
That's the halfway point of the wall right there. The center.
What the heck is this? Oh, shit! It's...
Now what are you gonna do?
Hey! That's definitely a stud. Mine is screwed up. Now we're looking for anchors. I drilled the hole too big, pushed the anchors right through the wall. In another 180 for the day. Power company just called. They're pulling my service in for the new house, and well, they broke my pole line, so I got to figure out how to fish a 700-foot fish wire or pole line into a 700-foot run of conduit. Fantastic. Fantastic. Hopefully we'll get to dig it up and start all over. That'd be fun. Man, I'll be glad when this house project is done. Okay, so Dad is down at the other end. He used the leaf blower to blow air through the pipe. And good news is, air came through, so there's not like an animal or something in that pipe. That was my worry. So we're going to get a light piece of string, attach a bag to it, and try to blow it through, and then pull in a bigger piece of string, and then pull in their flat rope, I guess. Hey, don't look at that thing, you'll break it. Quite the apparatus you're making here.
I've done this time or two.
What's Nick's done that?
Thousands of times.
Thousands of
I
times.
bet he has. Now we need, hell, that pipe won't go on that.
Ain't gonna do.
Didn't go real far.
Not too big a parachute.
Don't have my big camera, but looky there. Pulled her in with the vacuum. Didn't even need the leaf blower on the other end. Worked like a charm. Now we just need to get that big rope that I got. I went and got some larger rope. Get it right there. Pull it through and we'll be in good shape.
Yeah. Put it on there the wrong way, Brian.
You're welcome.
Take it off.
Yeah, switch that around. It's going to be a bear for me to pull that if you don't.
Don't hit me. You're good. Boy Scout on here.
That's why he's in Boy Scouts.
Put a bowl in it.
Now we just got to finish pulling her in. So we pulled in a small string and a bigger string. Now we're pulling in a 1/4 inch rope. I'm gonna dig out my vacuum before we get it any more in a knot. Okay. Success. Yep, we've made it. We've reached the top.
Morning. So today we are walking the water line. We just flipped our water on. If you missed it in the last video, in the video before that, I think. We had to run about 4,000 feet of water line. Just turned it on. Plenty of pressure back at the house, so that's a huge relief. But now Need to walk the line, make sure our connections are tight and we don't have any water coming out of them. All the connections are still open. Here's our first connection. I don't see no water coming out of it, so that's a huge plus. So Dad just put the blade in the ground with the mini excavator just to push enough dirt to cover it up a little bit, the trench. Really wish we had a 6-way blade on our mini excavator. We could have covered this trench up real easy. Might have to go get a greater blade. We got one over at the other shop. I don't know if we could use that. It's awful tacky out here right now though. Add her to the dozer. There's the next one. No water. That's good. So this trench is about 38 to 40 inches. 36 is our frost line, so as long as you're 36 inches. Now someone's gonna say, why didn't you use your tile plow? What if someone hits it ripping? We don't have a tillage tool to go 36 inches deep other than the tile plow, and there's no tile in this field. But there is a bunch of old building foundations, old 3-inch water lines, old 2-foot to 3-foot sewers. That's why we didn't use a tile plow. Yeah, see, there's a small piece of water line that we had to dig out. It's just a little guy. Better make sure we got this somewhere. I'll just carry it. Ain't that heavy. I hope that this one's not leaking because it's covered up. You guys have heard me call this the bomb plant. Well, they didn't actually make bombs, but they made Navy shells, I think, in World War II here. See that rebar in here? This is one of the buildings where they actually assembled the shells. I guess if it blew, they didn't want it to take everybody else out. That's one of the other ones. There's nothing really left of them, but they are almost impossible to get out of here. We've tried. I guess I should specify, almost impossible for us with the equipment we have. Now, we haven't tried it since we got the D8, but that concrete's deep and thick and full of rebar. And there's our next one. No water. On to the, is there 2 more? Yeah, I think there's 2 more splices. There's the next one. Okay. There's the last one. No dirt. We're not leaking. Hallelujah. All right, they're pulling in power. Must have went smoother today. I see the large coil of electric wire. While we're waiting on the power company and whatnot, today's task was going to be finishing installing a television, which is kind of low on the totem pole. But first I want to get this grain cart and our Fendt tractor cleaned up and get the grain cart unhooked from the tractor. And well, while I got the pressure washer out, I don't want to wash my truck because, well, it's a freaking muddy mess. And now we got an easy place to wash stuff, so as well, right? So we do have a wash bay inside the building, but today, for example, it's 49 degrees, so I see no point in steaming up the whole building by washing inside. We'll just wash outside. So Dad is blowing the tractor off first. Really helps make it easier to clean when you go in there without a bunch of dust all over, because when you get that dust with the pressure washer, it just splatters everywhere. Makes a huge mess. So both the combines and I believe both the draper heads have been cleaned, and the semis, except for one. But we still have to clean up for winter. 1038 Challenger, the John Deere, both of those have been being used off and on this fall though, in winter. And then we also have black Freightliner and 2 corn heads to clean up sometime. This is a high volume air gun. Got this thing off Amazon. Actually, one of the techs at Ohio Ag was telling me about them. He had one blowing off a piece of equipment he was working on. But man, that'd be handy. Moving a lot of chaff and whatnot. Huh?
We gotta hit this square to get back in.
not using any kind of special soap or juju juice or anything like that. I think there was some kind of just regular soap on it, but we didn't scrub anything. It's not going to be the cleanest it's ever been, but this machine's going to be way cleaner than it was. So, yeah, better than having all that mud caked on it. Well, to recover from that, I think I'm going to have me some WagBites. Oh yeah, got the office TV set up. So it may seem ridiculous to have a TV right there and one right there, but that one's going to be linked to our computers. That way when we're going over things, we can just pull up spreadsheets on the computer. But anyways, if you've never had WagBites before, there's a link in the description to these things. These are made with American Wagyu beef. WagBars, WagBites are the same company. WagBites are just basically cut up WagBars. These ones though are jalapeno cranberry, and they are delicious. So in a bag of WagBites, you get 325 calories. Nice little pick-me-up in the middle of the day. Now, if you'd like to try, use some WagBites. Like I said, there is a link in the description. Check that out. Pretty delicious little snack. But anyways, we should probably get back to work now. I think Dad is washing off the concrete approach because, well, we just got it caked in mud. Dad's washing his truck, and before I wash mine, I'm just going to drive back here and see how the house is coming along. I can see some changes. For one thing, our soffit lights are on. The door's black now, which is supposed to be initially, and they said they'd paint it. It'd be one of the last things they did, so it must be nearing the end. Power company got the lights turned on finally. Got everything pulled in. So I guess it's going to depend on what all's wired up too. But the lights are wired up. I know the house is a lot warmer now. Oh, there. Garage lights. Ooh, got the refrigerator handles put on. Must not be plugged in yet. And we got our bathroom vanity. Still no throne. And the other bathroom. So this one's a little bit of a tight bathroom, so instead of having a linen closet, we got, how's this thing open? Very tight. I don't really know that I like that, but I guess that's about the only way you're going to get any kind of storage in here. I don't know that I like that. And then we got just a nothing corner over there. With the angled garage, this is what we, have to get up with. Well, that is a huge relief now that all the utilities are back here at this house, because that was my responsibility, and I just feel better now that power company's got their stuff pulled in, the water line's in. Just waiting on the plumber to hook up his stuff, and the house is, they're wrapping stuff up. I have hope that we will be moving in here in like a week and a half, 2 weeks.